I'm happy to come tonight and present to you our strategic plan draft, lining out some ideas for a strategic plan, and then we went through a process that's lined up in your packet that you have with you. And I'm now going through the final processes, which is trying to meet with every group I can in San Leandro to talk about the plan, get their input, and make changes if necessary, or add things, delete things, so we can get moving. And so that way everybody's on the same page with the plan. All right? I think you will find that we're building a team around us at the leadership level that is bringing an outside vision for how a school should run, for how a school should run, and it's being embraced by the rest of the members of the school district. So we got a lot of good momentum, I think, going right now, and we're hoping to build on it. So
on your long sheet that you passed out, it says work on a new bond year 3. So are you looking at 2016, 2018?
Yeah, we're looking at, we're going to go through those steps here in the next month or two, what looks best for us. Because, like I mentioned, we still have schools that need some maintenance. We need to make sure some of those schools are taken care of. But also we're looking at flying technology. Part of that bond will be technology. And a lot of school districts are going with, adding technology bonds to that, where you don't have to sell all your bonds at once, but every 3 or 4 years you can sell some bonds to refresh your technology and make sure you're current. The next piece that you'll see us working on, and these are two, of course, we love acronyms in education. So CCSS is the Common Core, and then you'll hear a lot about the SBAC, which is the Smarter Balance Assessment. So this spring, we'll be getting prepared to test the test. We will not be getting results, but we will be getting results on how the test worked. And what you'll hear a lot from me and also in the newspaper is California adopted a test that we don't know if we're going to be able to do statewide because of the lack of technology and the lack of bandwidth. It's a huge shift in thinking.
But are there standards within the Common Core?
Yes, there's still Common Core standards. Yes, they're combined. They're not going as, instead of seeing a list of 100, you're going to see probably 50. It's just lowering that amount of standards.
So 100 to 50?
Well, I don't know. I think, again, this is a conversation probably I could go on forever trying to explain Common Core. I mean, there are schools that are scoring so high, school districts, that are choosing not to do Common Core, because they love their score. We believe our test scores are right up there with neighboring schools, but the image isn't the same.
You can opt out of the Common Core?
Yeah, but you lose your money.
You can opt out of the Common Core?
Yeah, but you lose your money.
Oh.
Right now, San Leandro Unified is not prepared to take the test. Technology is not at the level anywhere, at any level that it needs to be in our classrooms, and our kids need to have technology up to a 21st century standard. So definitely a big bullet point for us. But also we're looking at flying technology. Part of that bond will be technology. And a lot of school districts are going with, adding technology bonds to that, where you don't have to sell all your bonds at once, but every 3 or 4 years you can sell some bonds to refresh your technology and make sure you're current.
With local control funding, you mentioned the purchasing of technology. Is that the focus for your funding, your request, or are you going to use it for anything else?
No, we're actually tapping into multiple pots that we have to try to look at our technology, our initial plan. Part of that bond will be technology. Of course, this is going to be an initial plan that we will have to look at down the line for refreshing. And to me, that's the open question in the state is you gave, we received $200 per child to kick off Common Core, which if you didn't have technology, that $200 probably sucked it all up. So if we adopt an online test, how are we going to refresh our tools in 3 years? Part of that bond will be technology. So there's two theories of thoughts that are happening in schools right now in California is some people are just getting enough money to buy the technology to take the test. We're taking the opposite approach where we believe strongly that technology needs to be in the classroom. Part of that bond will be technology.
You can opt out of the Common Core?
Yeah, but you lose your money.
My understanding then is that the testing for the Common Core has to be done on computer?
Yes, it's an online test, And so if you don't have the computers, you can take it paper and pencil, but their goal is to have everybody do it online. If you don't have the computers, you can take it paper and pencil, but their goal is to have everybody do it online. When I first got here, I was informed that, we don't need to be on the loop, because there was a narrow vision of how big technology needed to be in our school district. Now that I've enlightened my staff, they now know that we really can't move forward unless we are going to get on the loop.
And when will the first Common Core testing occur?
We will Common Core test this spring, but it will not have a score. We are going to be testing the test.
Okay.
So basically, we're testing it for the state, so the state can see how it worked, how it rolled out, what are the glitches. So the state can see how it worked, how it rolled out, what are the glitches. Because if you've been reading, we've decided not to test this year.
So there's no California standards test this year?
No, they're going to do a few. There's a few tests that are out there that'll do little bits and pieces, but overall, you're not going to get a score.
So you're not going to have any test scores to compare schools for school year
No.
2013-14?
Not in California. Overall, you're not going to get a score.
So you're not going to have any test scores to compare schools for school year
No.
2013-14?
Not in California.
Okay. And then presumably they're going to get this all straightened out to actually implement the test in 2015?
That's the goal. That's the goal. School safety, health, and wellness. We want to be proactive. We received the wonderful loan from the city to start a health and wellness center, which is in the process right now of getting designed, and also making sure our schools are safe and our parents feel safe bringing their kids to our school on a daily basis. So currently, we've approved an architect. We've worked with the students, and we are moving forward, and I think we'll meet our deadline to have that health center up and running, and the mental health as well, and the mental health as well. I can say I'm very impressed with the facility we've chosen. So it gives us a nice palette to really build a beautiful facility for our kids. So, everybody's stepped in. Kaiser stepped in to offer their assistance in it, and I think we'll have more partners as it grows, because the ongoing budget for running this thing will demand more partners. The ongoing budget for running this thing will demand more partners.